Hello and welcome to everyone watching the Written in Melanin channel. Wherever this day may have found you, I am glad that you're here. My name is Chelsea, but most people on the interwebs know me as C.E. Benson, and I'm here to bring some melanin to your pages. This is a book review video of Could Have Been by Michelle Mitchell. And this series, like everything related to Written in Melanin publishing, is designed to make you guys aware of some amazing books written by Black authors that you may or may not know about already. These are my honest opinions, and I'll be sure to warn you guys before I mention any spoilers, so you can skip over those parts if you want. If you haven't already, be sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on the channel. Alright, let's get into this. For Brandon Carter, there's not a woman in the world who could compare to the love of his life, Corian Scott. He's ready to make her his wife, but a career move presents one amazing opportunity that he can't refuse and one beautiful obstacle he's working hard to ignore. Corian Scott has loved Brandon ever since she was 11 years old, but there was always something or someone coming between them. Now that he's ready to make the ultimate declaration of love, she's the one getting in the way of their happily ever after. Brandon and Corian have a choice to make: fight their way through hardship to make love last, or let go of each other, basking in memories of love gone by and wonder what could have been. Alright, so the first thing that you need to know about this book is that it's a novelette, which means that it's shorter than a novel and even shorter than a novella. It's really short. Like, I read the entire thing in about 2 hours, and I'm a really slow reader. But that being said, I feel like it being short makes a story more powerful in its own way because it gets to the heart of the story that it's trying to tell and focuses on it without a lot of fluff and extraneous parts. It follows the story of childhood friends who have made a long-distance romance work through college, and as graduation approaches, Brandon realizes that he's ready to take things to the next step. He wants to get married and have Corian with him every step of the way into his future. He gets a job working overseas once he graduates, and so he asks her the big question: are you coming with me? Corian makes a decision to focus on her career and decides not to give up on her dream job of working for a Black-owned galleria in her hometown. And they try to make things work on opposite sides of the world, but things are never easy being away from the person that you love. This book was based on the idea of friends to lovers, and if you guys know me at all, then you know that I absolutely love the whole idea of childhood friends turned lovers. I wrote an entire book about it called Keeping Promises, and it's available on Amazon now if you want to purchase it. The sequel will be out later this year, so go ahead and read it now. But what I love about the whole idea of friends to lovers, though, is the comfortableness that comes with dating someone that you've known for your entire life. It can be either an asset or a liability. And in this case, it turns into a liability because Corian and Brandon get really comfortable with each other and they don't communicate with each other as much as they need to. This book has a serious case of mixed signals that's heartbreaking and all too real, but also very touching and very grounded. Anyone could slip into a situation that snowballs out of control when they make decisions based on temporary feelings, and this book capitalizes on that feeling of what if and if I had just. So, things that I loved about this book. Number one, I loved Brandon. He is the main character, he is the love interest, and I love him because he is a good guy. And even when he has the opportunity to be an ass and to make some really bad decisions, he doesn't. And I feel like that's such a redeeming trait, especially when you have romance books. So often you see the male main character slipping into making bad decisions, especially as it comes to other women, especially when there's distance involved. And Brandon does not fall into that, which for me makes him a much, much more likable main character. I also love the close-knit family vibe. Not all homes are broken, and these characters show that. I love that we have two main characters who are Black, who come from the South, and they have their whole family. Like, their family is present, and it's not a broken home type situation. And I just love that you get to see that. because oftentimes a lot of the emotional trauma or bad decisions in a lot of books stem from a broken home life. And these characters don't have that. They have a close-knit family. Their families are close with each other and they've grown up together. So there's a lot of history and love in the family. And I just really enjoyed reading that. And the third thing that I absolutely loved about this book was that Corian is a homebody. And I feel like that's so important to say because so often in books, especially when you're talking about women changing their life or taking the next step in their life, you have them up and leaving or going on a road trip or just, dropping everything to do X, Y, and Z. And Corian is not that person. She doesn't want to leave home. And that's okay. Not everybody wants to leave their hometown. Not everyone wants to leave their family behind. Not everybody wants to change everything about themselves. And not everyone feels like they need to just pack up and leave their whole life behind. And I like that we get that with Corian. She's not trying to leave. And while I love that about her, that also stems a lot of the issues that this book creates. And I like that her positive aspects are the things that cause the problems in the story versus it being some negative thing like she's got some dark past with some secret lover and all this and other. Books can be crazy. So the only thing that I did not love about this book, which is kind of ironic because I loved Corian, but at the same time I didn't love her. And the reason for that, because I don't want to spoil the book, is just that I did not love the decisions that she made. And I'll just leave it at that. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then go and read the book and then we can talk about it in the comment section. Okay? But that is all that I can say without spoiling the book. So to recap, this book is called Could Have Been by Michelle Mitchell. It's a fun read and honestly it goes by really quick. It's available as an ebook on Amazon, and if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. Check it out as well as Michelle Mitchell's other books, Infamous and Truth Is. I had the pleasure of interviewing Michelle Mitchell, and that will be up on the channel later, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. If you've read Could Have Been, feel free to tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll leave a link to this book down below, along with where you can purchase my book, Keeping Promises, and follow me, C.E. Benson, and my company, Written in Melanin Publishing, on social media. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications. I post new videos every Friday. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I hope your days are lovely and your books are interesting. Bye!